from Crypto Daily Trade Signals, coming to you live from Asia. This is our afternoon update, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I think the OG now is, I'm on, I think, like 26th, 27th day of lockdown. We still have till the end of the month to go, so it's getting pretty boring. Kind of stuck in the building here, and so I'm just sitting out on the balcony. So if you hear some noise, and sorry about the wind, but let's get into it. We're going to talk about some of the latest updates, news stories, and some really interesting stuff that we're seeing in terms of exchange reserve and how that's going to affect the Bitcoin moving forward and cryptocurrencies moving forward. How that's going to affect Dogecoin. And I really see some really bullish signs that this next bull run is just about to take off, guys. It's about to explode. And a lot of people have been asking, Dara, why are you always talking about Bitcoin? Why are you always talking about Bitcoin? Well, you need to know one thing, that Dogecoin right now is very much tied to Bitcoin, and so when we talk about Bitcoin, we're actually talking about Dogecoin prices are related. So that's why we need to cover that, because we're still waiting. We haven't seen any tweets or anything from Elon Musk or anything, but right now you're seeing that mainly the Dogecoin price is moving because of its own organic tokenomics and not because of hype. So that's really good, because we need Dogecoin to kind of divest itself from all the hype and basically be a cryptocurrency that's going to stand alone. And as we've seen yesterday when we talked about, if you go to the Ethereum homepage, they've got the Doge, Doggy under the DApp section. So that's really bullish news. So let's really jump into some of the news, guys. Remember, none of this is financial advice. It's just the OG expressing my opinion. This is for education purposes only. So let's jump into the first news story. So right now, as you guys saw, that the Ethereum hard fork rally outperformed Bitcoin. So this is really huge news, guys. This has been a highly anticipated upgrade. London fork is done. It's dusted. You can now see that we're actually burning Ethereum. So right now we have burned, since the upgrade, we've burned 3,662 Ethereum. So that's really good, guys, because you guys need to understand one thing, that the total amount of Ethereum that's mined every day is only the total amount of Ethereum that's released every day is only 1,800. So at that burn rate, guys, we're looking at over 6,000 Ethereum being burned every day. So that really means that Ethereum has become really deflationary, and that's really huge news, guys. So you saw that yesterday Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin in terms of its rally. So that's really good. And there's some talk now, and I believe it, that Ethereum and Bitcoin are uncoupling. Once again, if you look at the Bitcoin price right now, we're trading at 40,635. And right now, if we look at the Ethereum price, the Ethereum price is now trading at 2,760, and you can see that the pattern is very different. And this is really telling. And one of the interesting things that we've formed this double bottom pattern, or this W pattern here. So we had the W pattern here with a bottom here. We had the upside here. We had the downside here with another bottom here. And typically, when you have a double bottom pattern or a W pattern like that, this often means that reversal, and you're going to have a huge breakout. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw a huge breakout to the upside, and who knows how high Ethereum can go. And I really believe that Ethereum is definitely uncoupled from Bitcoin right now, because we have not seen a similar kind of pattern. We kind of saw, basically a descending triangle here. We saw a descending triangle here, from here to here, going down. This was kind of like the baseline, and then we had this kind of breakout here. So we had this descending triangle for Bitcoin. We had the base, and then we had this breakout. Now we're having a little bit of consolidation, range boundness, and I really think that we're going to see a breakout again soon. But we need to break above we need to break above this level here, which is my 4,750 level, and I think we're going to do that. So if we look at the Wyckoff pattern here, you can see that once again, we went down, we kind of broke out of the Wyckoff pattern. We've formed a higher low, gone up, formed another low, and now you can see that we're trying to move off in this direction here. So I think that we're following this direction, but we're following it at a little bit of a slower pickup pace. So where do I see Bitcoin going? Well, if we follow this pattern, exactly here, we can see that we could be hitting anywhere, by the end of August, probably 48 to 50,000 range. So I'm pretty bullish that we can hit a $50,000 Bitcoin by the end of the month. So that's really good. That definitely is telling me that Bitcoin and Ethereum uncoupling. That's what we need to see. That's where Ethereum needs to go. And so that's really good news. Some other news that's happening right now, we're seeing that Ethereum network burns 395K of Ethereum per hour after London upgrade. So once again, the more Ethereum that we can actually burn, the better. It means that Ethereum becomes deflationary, and we're seeing that happening. If we look, like I said earlier, this is just phenomenal news that Ethereum, we could probably see Ethereum price definitely hit $10,000 this year. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the overall markets? Well, it means that, if Ethereum's going up, the altcoins are going up, and we're seeing that this is really huge bullish news. We're going to talk about exchange reserves and supply shock for Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is really a bullish indicator. It doesn't sound bullish, but it actually is a bullish indicator. Also, JPMorgan in-house Bitcoin fund for private banking. So JPMorgan is launching basically a Bitcoin fund. And that's going to be offered to its private clients. So JPMorgan were the big FUD spreaders before, but they're now offering a fund to their private clients. So that's really bullish news, guys. Bullish news. So also too, the senator that the original senator that wrote the tax proposal for the infrastructure bill. So he's kind of come back, and wrote an amendment to the bill. But this and he's done that really to counter. He's really done that to counter the other senators that have written a bill, and that bill was to kind of not have miners and software developers and blockchain developers that they wouldn't be taxed. But so this guy, Senator Mark Warner, he's actually come out and he's submitting a competing amendment on Thursday to an early amendment that was put before the Senate. So this guy is just trying to, basically our Senator, Ron Windham and Loomis and Toomey, they put in a bill earlier to ensure that miners, node operators, and developers and non-custodial crypto industries will be exempt from the crypto tax. So what's happened is Windham has basically put in a competing bill, and he's taken all of that out there, and he's only proposing that for the proof of work of miners wouldn't be taxed. So that's it. So he's saying, let's not tax the miners, but let's tax everything else. So he's kind of just being a contrarian to the Republicans that put in a bill to kind of countermand that. So that's really sad to hear that. I'm not happy to hear that. So what can you say? What can you do? So that's kind of like the news wrap up right now. So the other big news that's coming out right now is JPMorgan, that's led by our skeptic Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon, he's like the king of FUD at JPMorgan. Remember when we had the China meltdown and all that? He was sending out all of this paid news that JPMorgan has said that their clients are switching to gold and not being involved in Bitcoin and blah blah blah. So JPMorgan, led by Bitcoin skeptic Dimon, quietly unveils access to a half a dozen crypto funds. So once again, on Thursday, financial advisors were allowed to begin placing private bank clients into a new Bitcoin fund created with crypto from NYDIG. And late last month, JPMorgan rolled out access to 4 funds from Grayscale Investments to 1 from Osprey Funds. So, and these all focus on cryptocurrency. So, there's our picture of our friend, the king of FUD, our friend Jamie Dimon. You gotta love him, guys. What can I say? So, basically, the short of it is JPMorgan is now telling their rich clients, you better get into crypto. So this is bullish news, right? This is huge bullish news. This really has an impact on the market. So here's something very interesting. So if you look at the total BTC now on reserves, you can see yesterday that we had this huge drop on Bitcoin on reserve. So it means that people are taking the Bitcoin off the reserve. So the huge supply shock. And last time we saw something like this happen was in October. So in October last year, we saw something similar. Last year we had this huge supply shock here, And what happened when we had that huge supply shock? It really started this whole rally up to 64K. So this is indicative of a signal that the bull run is going to start, and it's going to start soon, and it's going to start fast. And when that happens and Bitcoin goes up, you're going to see Dogecoin going up, Dogecoin going to the moon, guys. We're still very much in line, on target for a $50,000 Bitcoin. $60,000, $100,000 Bitcoin, and we're still in line for a Dogecoin getting $1, guys. So we're still in line. And look at also, if you look at the supply of Ethereum on exchanges, you can also see again we got this huge supply shock happening right now. And this is key because it means that people are taking Ethereum off exchanges, people are taking Bitcoin off exchanges, and this is really monumental. This is really key, and this is what's going to drive the big bull run, guys. So this is really momentous news. And if we go back here to our rainbow chart, you can still see that right now Bitcoin is still in the hodl phase, and it's still not a bad time to buy the dips, dollar cost average. Also, if we look at the Dogecoin price, let's jump into the Doge right now. You can still see that Doge right now is still a good buying opportunity. It's still well above my purple rain line right here, guys. It hasn't broken out on this is a one-day time frame. It's still below my it's still above my 20-day moving average. It's below my 50. So we need this. As long as we stay above the 20-day moving average, then we won't collapse below my 19.3. We got a big 19.3 support level around about here. This is my purple rain line. So we just need to get Bitcoin to start breaking out, and then that will take Dogecoin up. We haven't had any real new Dogecoin news since we had that meeting with Vitalik and the devs. So it's been pretty quiet in terms of Dogecoin news. We had that Ethereum bridge that kind of sent the prices up. So unless Elon does some kind of tweets, we're just going to see this organic growth here. So if you look at that on the four-hour chart, you can see something pretty similar. We're well above. We've broken past my red descending triangle. We broke out. We still see this is still a pretty bullish signal. We have a buy indicator here. We're still at 19.8. So we seem to be cruising. We're kind of range bound right now. We're pretty much range bound in this kind of area, and I think we're going to see this kind of area happening until we get a breakout. And I think by the end of the month, we should be seeing ourselves back up to 25.30. So that's really coming in soon, guys. So I wouldn't panic, So let's jump into the broader markets right now. Let's jump into the marks. So right now we can see that the total market cap right now is still 1.6 trillion. Hasn't changed much from earlier this morning. Our volume is 70 billion. Bitcoin is at 40,300, and that's up 2.31%. Ethereum is at 2,774, and that's up 2.3%. BNB is also up slightly at $335. And right now we're seeing that ADA is gone down a little bit, down about 0.5%, $1.37. And my Doge right now, it's doing okay. I mean, it could be doing better. I'm surprised that we're not seeing more positive growth with Doge, because Bitcoin is positive and Ethereum is positive. So it's kind of a mixed message for Doge, but I wouldn't panic. As long as we stay above our 19.3 line, we should be just fine, guys. So once again, guys, don't panic. Just definitely don't be panicking, guys. You're gonna love it. And guys, don't forget to smash the likes right now. Smashy. And follow me on Twitter. Follow on Twitter. Check out my linky winks below. Buy the channel coffee, guys. All the coffees go to charity. Buy a coffee. Check out Zen Music Addict. And guys, check out my merch. We got really cool merch, as you guys know. Check out my bags. Check out my mugs. Check out my t-shirts for ladies and guys. You guys, this is a great time to be alive. So this is really, we're seeing a lot of huge bullish signals, and this is just the beginning of the next bull run. We're definitely going up, guys. This is a huge time to be alive. You guys just have to buckle up. Dollar cost average, diversify. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket. That's bad. A lot of people are complaining, oh gee, I put all my money in Doge, I'm losing money. Well, you guys got to diversify, guys. You got to have 50 25 rule, 50% in Bitcoin, 25% in the top altcoins, you know, with a majority of that 25%, 20%, or even all the 25% in Ethereum, and then the other 25% you can divide that up into other altcoins that you want. So you definitely have, you know, you want to do that. Follow the crypto daily trade signals portfolio. You definitely want to do that. That's really key. So you can see our crypto daily trade signal portfolio right now. We're still in profit right now, so that's really good. We're at $5,779. We're up $780. We're up $780 in profit. So remember, this is not financial advice. If you choose to copy this portfolio, you do it at your own risk. So if you guys are wondering exactly what you should be buying and how to divide your investment, well, what you can do is you can just go to our portfolio and you can follow this. So you can see we've got 31% in Bitcoin, 26.9% in Ethereum, and then the rest is divided among all other altcoins. So you know, this is a good portfolio to follow, in my opinion. This is educational. This is not financial advice. So you guys, you may want to look at that. So guys, God bless. See you guys all on the next one. Take care. Woohoo! I'll see you in the next one.